Hello friends and welcome back. This week I took an ugly old cabinet and made a silver chest out of it, and I am really loving how it turned out. So stick around and let me show you exactly what I did to take a very ordinary cabinet and make it really something special. I gave the drawers an undercoat of white paint, and now it's time to paint the little chest as well. So let's give it a go, shall we? So I just put this decoupage piece of paper on and gave it a good coat. So it's drying now as we speak. And now I'm going to try to do the same thing with the drawers. So the big thing with the drawers is to get the piece of paper on there so that the pattern kind of flows through all 7 drawers in a way that makes it look seamless. So that's the goal. So I'm going to line the drawer with this fabric, which has an additive in it that's supposed to keep silver from tarnishing. So this will be useful both for knives and forks and spoons and also for jewelry, depending on what ends up in these drawers. So I have been using this little piece of bubble wrap as a pattern. I think I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And then the flaps will fold over. And I think I need to add an inch of fat, maybe 1.5 inches on each end. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this out. Very good. So I could conceivably stack a couple of these and cut them all at one time. So let's do that. Okay, so here we've got the ugly side of the drawer. And let's take one of these silver cloth pieces. I'm going to just put it in. That fits pretty well. And then this little flap will flap over the top. This little flap will come in, and the contents will be mostly covered. Now I do have little pieces. I have some pieces in the cases where I need more coverage or something that really is prone to tarnish. So I think this looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and put that in this drawer. And then when I finally get the handles on, I think that will be okay for the drawers. Okay, I'm going to try an experiment here and see if I can get the elements of this little box out and maybe put them in one of these drawers. So it appears to be just a piece of foam with cloth on one side. So that's easy. Okay, so this gives me a place to put rings that have stones on them, and then this gives me a little place to put rings that are just bands that don't have stones. And then I can put this cloth over and this cloth over on this side, and then they're covered so the silver won't tarnish. So I am really happy with this little drawer. All right, so I happened across drawer pulls that had been in my kitchen many years ago, and so I've added those in, and I'm really happy with them. I made them from polymer clay. many moons ago, and they just look really cute on these drawers. I really love how this little cabinet turned out. I just think it's probably one of the best little makeovers I've done in a long time. So what I'm going to do today is spend some time very neatly putting things in here and hoping that they stay neatly. We'll see. And if I need to make any little organizational things for the drawers, I'll do that as well. So let's start with the bottom drawer. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the felt out. And I'm ready to put stuff in. So I have this little box of silver plate. None of it is valuable. It's just really cool to look at. So I'm going to start there. And because the drawers are narrow, they don't really want to go in this way. So I'm going to put them in long lines. And we're just going to fill up the knives. And that's where we're going to begin. Hello friends. So in the top drawer of the chest that I have been working on this week, I have created this area for rings, and then I thought maybe I would make a place and see if I can get my little bracelets to go here, cuff bracelets. And so what I've done is a little bubble wrap wrapped in this anti-tarnish cloth, and so we're going to kind of find out if this works or not. It fits in there very neatly. So let's see. I don't know. I almost wonder if it wouldn't be a good idea to sew it together first. Otherwise it's just not very attractive. But let's try that. This is working. You just take the whole roll out and put them on. And then stick it right back in there. And maybe move them around a little bit. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, and that will keep them from getting any more tarnished. And I did go ahead and give them a good wipe, so I think they're probably as anti-tarnished as they're going to get right now. There's a few others that need a little TLC, but for the most part, I think we've got a good collection here. Okay. Let me, let's play a little bit with the colors in here and see if I can get them in there in a way I like. And this is actually probably a good time to let a few go to new homes because I don't need all of them. All right, in the top drawer, under the anti-tarnish cloth, is rings and bracelets, all the bling in one place. And there's nothing of value in there, but there is a lot of fun things to wear. The second drawer, I think, has bracelets. So that's fun, and I used to be a jewelry designer, so most of the things here are things that I've made or my friends have made. Now this drawer, in this drawer I took a piece of I took the centerpiece out of one of my other silverware boxes and cut it to fit. So thanks to that little addition, I could get a lot of spoons in this drawer. So that is really helpful. And then the flaps come up to cover, and then away it goes again. And however long it is before I get into that drawer the next time, that it will all still be perfectly tarnish free. I did the same thing with the forks. This is the bar out of the old chest. So it worked out really, really well to take those bars out and then cut off a little bit off the edges so that they fit here. So I am really, really loving how this turned out. My very favorite thing about this chest are the handles. I love the French handmade marbled paper. I love that, but even better are the handmade polymer clay handles. Now I made these years ago for a kitchen that had lots and lots of cabinets, so I have lots of them, but it just so happens that the ones that are kind of pink, yellow, turquoise, purple fit here especially well. So that I think is probably my favorite part of the project, and I'm very happy that the that I could line the drawers with that anti-tarnish silver cloth, because I think that will make this little chest very useful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like if you like, and feel free to subscribe. We do fun stuff here, and you are absolutely welcome to join in the fun. Join me Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern for Weave and Mend. That is a weekly tradition that we have around here. I turn the camera on and I weave at the loom, and whoever joins me in that live, if you've got a prayer request, you can put it in the chat box and we will pray together. So it's prayer and weaving, and it ends up being a lot of fun. Also, check in the description for some playlist links. First of all, the Smart Sexy Small House playlist, just little projects like this that I've done around the place that make it more our own. And also the Being and Becoming playlist, that is very much my story in the unfolding. And finally, the Faith, Art, and Tiny House podcast. That playlist has some really cool past episodes and new episodes coming out weekly. And finally, let me just leave you with a blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe from all harm. May the Lord keep you healthy and strong and joyful. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.